So we're here today with Mr. Anthony Kilgore, one of the owners of the Truth Restaurant Bar and Grill. Good to see you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Glad to have you today.
Sir.
Appreciate your time. You have a great establishment here, man, and I'm looking at everything. Everything that you've done is just awesome. And when I heard your story, I thought you would be a good person for us to talk to. Let us know about yourself, man, and how did you get to this point of having such a place?
Well, to get to this point, it took a lot of courage, prayer, and hard work. Nothing was given to me. I started out at a young age, you know, family struggled. We had our family struggles when I was a kid. Then I struggled when I was a young adult. And the reason being because it goes back to you bring them up in the church, they'll return. That's what my grandmother, my mom, my great grandma, that's what they believe. But I ventured out. I got into the world. The devil pulled the blinders off my eyes to see what he had to show me. And I followed. I got out there and did a numerous of things. Did everything from selling drugs, had women prostitute, and I was a young man doing that, and I got caught up in the fast money, and it can swallow you. One thing that I did learn, and I learned this when I did go to prison. When I went to prison, it just woke up one day because I was fighting every day. And an old man told me, he said, "Do you have a life sentence?" I said, "No, I don't have a life sentence." He said, "Do you have family?" I said, "Yeah, I got family." He said, "How much more time you got left?" I said, "I got like about 5 years left." He said, "Okay." He said, "Let me tell you something, young blood." He said, "Sit down before you kill somebody and you be in here for the rest of your natural life. Or somebody gonna kill you and take your natural life." He said, "Get out, go enjoy your family and live life." He said, "Sit your behind down." And when he told me this, it clicked. He said, "Do your time. Don't let your time do you." At first, I was like, what did he mean by that? And I thought about it that night. I went to sleep on it, and I got it. Do your time. I mean, you being punished for something, go ahead and do it. And it reflected back on how I used to teach my boys. I said, if you held your head up when you was effing up, hold your head up and straighten it up. That's being a man. Not holding your head down, woe is me, and why me, and the white man this, he got his time. I'm living proof that you don't have to have that bitterness in life towards society, towards white people. If you got everything, even a lot of us have bitterness towards each other of our own color.
That's right.
Okay. How I had to learn that, I had to start praying again. When they say prayer changes things and the power of prayer is in the numbers, true that. That's why you go to the body of the church, supposedly. But God also give you the power of getting in your prayer closet. That one-on-one, building your relationship. It's just like a marriage or a job or a relationship you got with somebody else. You have to put time in it for it to strengthen, for it to build, for it to get character. Once you start getting all those things out of that, then guess what? You start getting the fruits of what you're putting in. Or as the Lord said, the fruits of your labor. Because you had to labor. Nobody told you it was going to be easy. And that was the thing I had twisted in my head. I wanted the fast money just like a lot of young people today. They want that fast money. Society say you gotta have bags right now. But society don't tell you gotta work for it. The young generation have no ground to stand on. Because instead of giving them solid ground to stand on, the men don't teach boys how to be men. Because the men stop being men. The women don't teach the girl how to be women. Because the women stop being women. They want to get out here, they want to shake their butts, they want to, be all with the cameras like this, you know. And now you got a mixed feeling, lost generation. This restaurant is up and running. Probably like a year. One of the things I wanted to do is I want to get kids that are in the area or offer kids, I want to give them a sense of structure.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, because actually we will be closed one day out of the week. On that day, the parents, they can sign their kids up to come in and get culinary training.
Okay.
And stuff.
Which you did have. You had the culinary training.
I've had it. Didn't even realize I was getting it when it first happened.
Yeah.
Because I was in high school and I used to, I begged my mama for a job. She was doing catering and she was doing it at Jewish synagogues.
Right.
And I kept begging and I'll never forget the lady's name. She's, God rest her soul, she's dead and gone now. Her name was Miss Sally Hilsman. Mama, that's Miss Sally. Ask her if I can work with her, wash the dishes or something. Mama Eva eyed me, but Miss Sally heard me. Hey man, how old is that boy? And so. One thing led to another. I ended up going out there washing dishes. But I was so fascinated at what was going on, I started asking questions. And I would hurry up, make sure all the pots and pans, the dishes, the cups and stuff were done, and I'd run over there. And I was looking.
Had to prepare another food.
Taking it out of racks, a whole rack of lambs and stuff. So I'm like, wow, boy, I'm fascinated. So I'm like, why y'all do that? Why this? And she told me, she said that he has a fascination for food. She said, you never know where it's gonna lead to.
Right.
So from her taking the interest in me, teaching me, and she made me stick to my guns though. She said, I hired you to wash the dishes. She said, if I go over there and there be a stack of stuff over there, I'm gonna stop teaching you. If I go over there and I check this pots and these pans and these glasses and they dirty, they don't look clean to me, I'm gonna stop teaching you. That gave me a sense of responsibility, knowing I gotta be A1. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I made sure, and that lady went to teaching me, and my mama went to teaching me. And then that's why I feel like out of all the stuff, going to prison, being in the streets and stuff, all my boys are doing good. I got 4 boys and a daughter.
Okay.
All my kids are doing good. Because I did take that structure with them and I gave them room to grow, but I also kept hands on them. You know, that's what made me want to give back to the kids today, because they didn't have a male in the house or around them to give them that guidance.
There's a couple of questions I'm gonna go with right here, because I want to ask you, when you were away, when you say you went to prison, did you know that you would go into cooking then? Did you formulate in your mind, I'm gonna go into culinary, or it hadn't hit you yet?
Yeah, it did, and I'm gonna tell you why. It hit me because when I went into prison, I was bush axing on the side of the street, chopping down branches and bushes and cleaning out sewers. And I'm gonna tell you, that's really what helped me turn my life around. And I was out there sweating up something. Tired of the horse flies biting me, the mosquitoes.
Yeah, I see this.
The cleaning out sewage drains, doing storms. Storms would come, trees fall on. They called the prisoners to cut the trees up and tote it out. Working out in hay fields, mice. It's when I tell you running rampant. The snakes out there cause the mice out there. The mice out there because of the hay. Okay, mice running like this, just everywhere. Snakes out there, king snakes, they out there, and they ripping and running, and you know I'm not scared of snakes, I'm not scared of rats. And I said, you know what? Remember I told you I wanted that fast money back then. That what helped land me there. Even though I didn't do the crime that they accused me of. See, I ain't got no reason to lie about it. I done served that time and it's been years ago. I done served that time. I didn't do the crime. Now, did I know the people that did?
Was it guilt? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Was there a guilt by association?
Guilt by association. And that's what made me fight in prison. I was angry. How dare you put me in prison for something I didn't do? But what about all the shit that I did do and got away with? And all this formulated in my mind that helped me to come with ease. So we quick to say, oh, I didn't do that. I didn't do it. But what did you do to lead you to that point?
Who did you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm there and I'm out there one hot summer day. I said, I can't do this. I can't do this. I say, ain't no way in here. And I thought about it. I say, I come to work 8-10 hours a day. Anywhere from 8 to 10 hours a day. And I say, look at the pay I'm getting. I said, I get paid a bologna sandwich, a peanut butter sandwich, 2 pieces of fruit, a Gatorade, and a little Debbie snack cake in a bag. I say, I can work for minimum wage until I can do better. I'm working less for minimum wage here. 2 sandwiches, 2 pieces of fruit, a Gatorade, and a little Debbie. Bruh, come on. I woke up. I said, I never, ever put myself in this situation again. I woke up, and then I was on a mission. Got back to camp. I said, I know how to cook.
It was a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I went to Sarge that was over the kitchen when we went in that day off detail. I went to Sarge. Sarge, I got a proposition. He said, how you gonna proposition me? I said, I got something for you. I'm telling you, it's good for you and it's good for me. I said, I'm tired of bullshit and I don't really belong out there. He said, where you belong? I said, I belong in this kitchen. So I say, oh, so you one of those. So I said, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you how sure I was of myself. He said, everybody come in here thinking about it because they don't want to be outside. They want to find it. They want to stay in the AC. I said, necessarily the kitchen ain't. The dining room is AC. Kitchen has some AC in it, but the kitchen gonna be hot because I know you should have your kettles, your tilt grills, and all this in there, and your ovens and stuff. He said, you know a lot about the kitchen. He said, no more people don't even know what's in the kitchen. You start naming tilt grills and kettles and stuff. He said, what's up? He ain't straight, what's up? I said, I need to be in this kitchen. I said, I guarantee your employees get good meals. I said, plus y'all gonna have better meals. And I said, I'll tell you what, Sarge. If you give me 2 days in this kitchen and let me prove myself to you. I say, if you, at the end of them 2 days, if I don't show you something, I do a week in the hole. He looked at me, he was like, what? He was like, you pretty damn sure yourself, ain't you? He said, you know what? You got a deal. He said, you gonna do a week in the hole if I ain't satisfied? Yeah, I do a week in the hole. See me being me, I'm like,
It's better than being out there.
yeah, I'll be resting. But I'm finna prove to him. I went in that kitchen. Bro. When I tell you that kitchen was equipped with everything, all the meats, the veggies, the starches, everything, spices, everything. I was amazed that a prison kitchen was like that because I know the food that they serve. The inmates cook to feed the inmates. So you don't know what you're doing because you serving garbage. That's how I felt. I didn't speak it, but
That's the question I was going to say. They say food's so bad, and yet you saying they had everything, but you saying
when I
they
turned,
didn't know what they were doing.
they didn't know what they were doing. And but that's why he made the statement, "Oh, you one of those." So I went in there that night. I told the baker, I said, "Look, we're gonna do something a little different. I want you to make some yeast dough. We're gonna make cinnamon rolls." I'm like, what do you mean? We're gonna make cinnamon rolls. I said, "You know how to make yeast dough?" He said, "Yeah, of course I know how to make yeast dough." Okay. And we made pans and pans of cinnamon rolls, which that's unheard of. Then we made homemade biscuits. We made buttermilk biscuits. We prepared everything, and we cooked cheese grits, scrambled eggs, and it had chicken sausage in it with had boiled eggs. You get scrambled eggs or boiled eggs and stuff. Man, we went in there, and them inmates were getting them trained. They were like, "Yo, you know what's up with this? What you? Oh man, cheese grits, sausage, oh, homemade biscuits, cinnamon roll." They were like, "Yo, who in that kitchen?" You know.
So you was able to see even in there how food made people
Happy.
happy.
It can, check this out, but it's a mental thing, yes.
So you had already said in your mind, when I get out, I'm going straight to culinary school.
I'm gonna find a job. I'm gonna find a job, and I'm gonna go to culinary school.
Oh.
I say, you know what? It's always been a fascination to me how good people feel when they eat and drink, when they enjoy something.
People go eat.
Yeah, they go.
Yeah.
And this the thing. When I went to culinary school, and I decided to do it, and I went to culinary school, come to find out, I was more advanced than the students. That was that. Because one of the things they do, and you know, they had us like debone some chicken and stuff to see where you at. And I deboned the chicken and put the French cut around it and pulled the skin up, and I took it all the way out. Just took all the bones, put the little slits in and used a pared knife. The instructor came to me and he looked at my carcass and he said, "Who are you?" He said, "Have you done this before? Have you been to culinary school before?" Which I didn't lie. I said, "No." I say, "But I have had some training cooking."
Yeah.
And he said, "That is the cleanest carcass I ever seen in my life. And I'm a professional chef. I teach this."
That's right.
He said, "How did you get that carcass that clean?" And I proceeded to tell him, and he was like, and he held up my carcass and showed the class, "This was what it's supposed to look like." He's like, "I don't know if you can get it this clean, but this is what it," and he stopped me after class, and he went into my background. He was like, "You advanced." He said, "Do you bake?" "Yes, I bake." And then he started, he said, "You advanced." He said, "We're not even gonna waste your time like that." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "I want to do an evaluation on you." I said, "Okay." He went and he got the administrator something. About 2 days later, they called me and did an evaluation on me in the office. And he said, "This time," he said, "the cooking part, yeah." He said, "Do you know what a bechamel is?" "Well, yeah, it's part of the 5 mother group sauces." "Yeah." "What?" He said, "Okay." He said, "Do you know how to blanch?" "Yeah." He said, "What is sauté?" I explained it to him. He said, "Okay." He said, "What is flash fry?" Explained it to him. And he sat back and he looked at me. They were like, "You got everything." You know, it was a series of about 20 questions. And he said, "You got everything." They said, "The only thing that you don't have was going to be important." He said, "Have you been trained to be a dietitian?" "No, I haven't." They put me in the dietitian class, and this other class, he found out that I know how to do measurements and stuff and convert and stuff, you know, math, you know, math wise. So the next thing I had to have after that was sign me up, and this blew my mind. I was like, why do I need that? Psychology class. You could have never told me that psychology and food had something to do with each other. Then I got to understand it. I was like, psychology class, man, ain't nobody, you know.
Right.
But once I got in there and that instructor started talking, then I learned how society really, that's why you have a lot of obese people. And I learned the difference between regular eating, vengeful eating, and food of comfort.
A lot of food comfort.
Food of comfort. Because all while I'm cooking, or all while I'm baking, or all while I'm putting together a recipe in my head, you know who gave it to me? God. Because all while I'm cooking, I say, Lord, let me make the right measurements.
Right.
And I can smell it. Most people cook with measuring cups. Say, I don't have to cook with that. I done got to that where God done enlighten my talent so much where I don't have to use measuring cups. I can put it in there and I taste it by smelling it. Oh, it's missing something. It's missing. And I'm smelling it.
Awesome.
And I can taste the food in my mouth. Because I've been cooking this stuff along, I can look at the coloration of it. I can smell it. And I can balance it out. Like a lot of people say, oh, but what if I put too much salt in it? What if you put too much salt in what? In my veggies. Or in my soup. Oh, let's see, we can correct that. How you gonna correct salty greens? Peel you some whole white potatoes, sit them in there. Starch soak up sodium. And they be like, the guys should be like, huh? Don't break the potatoes up, sit them in there whole. Let that starch soak them up, put you like 3 in there. And now you can start over by reseasoning. Just take the potatoes out, trash them. That's why it's a family-oriented place of business. Family came together to put this together. Because we all got the same mindset as far as leaving something for our kids later down the line, and hopefully, and there's going to be bylaws and stuff for the kids to run this. And if you just like people of other color, Caucasian people, how they leave stuff for their kids, why can't we start doing it?
Amen.
Why can't we start doing it? Why we gotta live for today and that's it? I started thinking about leaving stuff for family, being able to do more stuff for myself, my wife, enjoy life. We done worked hard all these years. Why not get some enjoyment out of it? The restaurant will provide that. But the main thing was, it was time for me to go. I had been praying about it, had been thinking about it, and like they say, you speak stuff into existence. And I tell people all the time, don't speak negative around me. Go on, don't want to hear that. Because people sit up there and say, oh, it's me. Why me? If I ain't have bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck. Don't take your slut rock ass on over there. Go on. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to deal with it.
You spoke this into existence. The name, or you guys did, the family.
And I kept speaking it. I said, we're going to have a restaurant. 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 It was like a needle on a record. We're going to have a restaurant. We're going to have
For 3 years.
We're going to have, no, the last year was here, building this out. 2 years, I said, we're going to have a restaurant. 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 Kept saying. And I'm talking on the way home. I said, Lord, what am I going to do?
That's right.
And I know he going to ask me, but see, the thing is, people don't think God has the right. They think because they pray and ask for something that God don't have the right to tell them no. I prayed about it on the way home that same day. and a phone call came on my phone. It was my sister. She said, "Bruh, you want to open a restaurant?" Just out the blue. She said, "You want to open a restaurant?" Just out of the blue.
So God did you that.
I'm talking about while I was riding home, same day.
You want to open a restaurant?
Call me and she said, "Bruh." And she was at her beauty salon. I said, "What's up, sir? What's up with your little sis?" Like that. She talking about, bruh. I said, what you hyped up about? She said, "You want to open a restaurant?" Bing. Tears came in my eye first. I started laughing. I said, "Girl, I just was talking to God about this and what I'm gonna do and stuff, and I was looking for confirmation of what I'm gonna do, and I didn't know about
this going on and that stuff she didn't even know, yeah.
Cause I didn't tell her." My sister say, "I'm asking you because I trust you." She say, "I know you ain't gonna do wrong." She say, "That's one thing." She say, "I'm asking you because you deserve better." I ain't never complained to my sister about my job and what was going on right then and there. Confirmation number 2. She said, "And I'm asking you because your skills are impeccable."
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
She said, "Bruh," and my sister said to me, "It'll be a pleasure to work with you and an honor to have your talent with me."
Wow.
That's my sister.
Shout out to sis.
Yeah. When she said that, because I honored God, and she's the one that put a lot of this decoration in here. Came up with this color scheme, but she was called, "Hey, you think this work?"
She got great taste in the colors of it.
Cause now this right here, she picked out the color for her husband, but this actually used to be, if you see that, them 2 stalks there, where that roof is at,
yeah,
it was a booth that was that high up to the roof. That was a booth. It was that high. The wall was this high, and there was a divider that divided this side of the room from that side. Okay. Now there was 2 of these. Cause right up here, at where this plant is, it started. You can see the tile. You see the different color of the tile. It came right here, went down there. It was another booth. Tore this one out to give it more room.
And who came up with that idea?
We all came up with it. I said, "Well, sis, such and such and such." She said, "But it looks so closed in." I said, "Let's tear this out." And we were actually gonna tear both of them out just to open it up. I said, "No, let's just tear this one out." Once I started doing it, we tore this one out. And I said, "Let's cut this one down and make it like a dining area." And she said, "How you think that's gonna look?" I said, "I think if we construct it right, it'll be good." So we cut this one down, and she picked out the top. I say, "The only thing is, I know you're gonna pick this, what you want this top to be, yada, yada, yada." I say, "I only ask one thing. Keep it wide so people sitting across from each other ain't in each other's face." This top is 4 feet wide. It's 19 foot long.
Wow.
So everybody can sit over here, and what this does is, if people come in here with a party of people and they want to enjoy each other, they can all enjoy each other right here. Or random people can sit here. It really don't matter. But she picked out the colors. She got in touch with the people, and we all, had parts to do with this.
Well,
But
this is nice. That whole shit. This H here. Yeah.
This the light fixtures, like these fans, these the chandeliers. See, if you're looking at those are not on. You don't see no fan blades really. But if you look at this one, cause they are transparent.
They're retractable.
Yeah, and they come out. She picked out the lighting, the color scheme, and everything. But she always came to us, "How y'all think this will look?" and stuff. And she picked out the stuff.
I see you have your name there, the truth.
She said, "I said we believe in doing everything in excellence and stuff. This is what it is."
Well, man, I'm telling you, I'm mostly impressed with it, man. I'm looking forward. I know the food's good, but I'm looking forward to all the things that are going to be here, all the gatherings. I want you to come out to the Truth Restaurant. Anybody in the area, you will have a great time. And in this time right here, man, is there anything you would like to say to anybody who just don't think they can make it? Or
Well, the thing is we would love for you to come out. We at 150 Banks Crossing in Fayetteville, Georgia, Suite 214, Truth Restaurant, Grill and Bar. If you can come out, you will enjoy the food, you enjoy the atmosphere. But anybody think they can't take it from being in the streets, hustling, or whatever, fast money, if you think you can't make it, you automatically have lied to yourself. Because you don't have to be in the streets. I was in the streets. I did everything that you could possibly think of as far as making money. The number one thing for you to start, get an alliance. Get an alliance with God. Pray. Know yourself, because you got to know who you're dealing with. Be truthful to yourself. Once you start being truthful to yourself, truthfulness will come out everywhere else. It'll come out. You ain't gonna have no reason for it not to. It's just gonna ooze out of you automatically. That's why this restaurant is called Truth.
well, you heard it here first. And like he said, always stay truthful to yourself.
Yeah.
This is the Truth Restaurant. This is one of the owners, Mr. Anthony Kilgore, or TK.
TK. Chef TK.
Chef TK.
Yeah.
That being said, we'll catch you on the next run. Remember,